Hello, I am so excited to be diving into this transmission with you here today on thriving past your upper receiving limits. This is something that I deeply support my clients with in 2xing 10 times their income in a short amount of time because of the shifts that happen internally that then reflect in their external reality. And I feel like there's so much juice that's been coming through for you around this. So I want to speak into what the upper limit feels like and looks like when you feel like you've hit a certain threshold, or you've plateaued, or you have actually been going through a massive expansion in your income, in your cash flow, but you feel like it is too much to hold or to actually sustain. One of the things that I see so often is that there are incredibly successful women who come into my world and who are ready to blast off into the multiverse and who are ready to take their cash flow to a whole new, wilder, juicier level, but their body is so resistant to actually anchoring in the wild overflow because more creates a contraction, more money, more impact equates in the body to more stress. It feels like an overload. It feels like it's going to lead to sacrificing your time, your freedom, your well-being, your quality of life. It feels like to have, receive, and steward higher flows of cash and of money means that it's going to come at a cost, right? The body, the nervous system wants that to it wants it to come in, but it's pushing it away because it's like this push-pull dynamic that happens energetically in the body because it feels like it's going to require something from you that you don't truly want to give. And what I see when people step into my work and we dive into this more deeply and more intimately, it's because there's been a pattern that's established in your body where that was true, where the first time that you experienced, let's say, a 20K month, a 40K month, a 50K month, a 70K month, the first time that you experienced a wild overflow, it might have come in with ease, but to sustain it or to feel like you were actually generating it in a way that was consistent, you were pushing against your natural rhythm or forcing or stressing yourself out, doing more work than was actually felt good for you in your body. You were forcing yourself to push past your limits in a way that was causing you to feel like drained and depleted. And all of these different ways of relating to money created an imprint where more money equals more stress, or where it feels like it's never going to quite be enough for you to actually have the pleasure and the spaciousness and the freedom to get to rest and to get to relax and to get to enjoy your life while the money is wildly overflowing in your life, right? And so what I see a lot of the time is that my clients who are externally, everything looks great on paper, right? You're hitting the high cash months, you're having amazing impact, you are feeling like you're doing all the right things, and yet internally, your body is not wanting it to get any better because it feels unsafe, or it feels like something that you are, it's going to be extractive, it's going to be exploitive, it's going to be taking away versus giving you more energy, right? That's the relationship to money. But when you do the deep transformative somatic liberation work through regenerative somatics, what we do is we rewire the way that you're relating to money. And in doing that, the unresolved patterns, those money patterns that said, okay, more stress or more money equals more stress equals more work equals I abandon myself, I neglect myself, I push myself too far, it leads to burnout, I have to hustle my way to keep up with this, I have to just keep doing in order to keep growing, right? And we do the deep rewiring work so that you actually get to anchor into a new encoding, an encoding that says, actually, when I rest, when I relax, when I'm turned on by my work, when I'm fully alive, when I'm fueling myself with joy and pleasure, that is when money comes in. That's what becomes a new imprint that your body anchors in. And this is what I see happens with my clients that come in and that explode their income with doing less, receiving more, with less effort, more ease, more turn on, more joy, more space to go on the trips, to go on the vacations, more of the activities that feel really exciting and that you love to do, whether this is going out in nature and camping or singing or jamming or creative projects or a whole new alignment of your offerings. This just happened with one of my clients, a whole new alignment that happened with the different way that her nervous system shifted in her relationship to money, where the way that she was working before, it was feeling like it was just exhausting, right? To sustain the higher cash flow. But through the regenerative somatic work of shifting and rewiring that, the new offer that came through was so fucking fire, so juicy. And the people were like, yes, we're here for this. This is what we actually want. And we exploded her income in such a short amount of time, going into 90 to 100K cash months, but from a way that is so easeful, right? That feels like it's life-giving. That is decolonial wealth. Wealth that is life-giving through regenerative money. Money that allows for you to serve your purpose and have a bigger impact, that isn't sacrificing your needs and your desires, and what's really going to allow for your cash flow to not only be sustainable as you expand and as you explode, but to be regenerative. And so through the upper limit, you can tune into this for yourself. There's some point where your body starts to feel contracted. It starts to feel resistant towards receiving past a certain amount. And money is very connected to love. It's connected to intimacy. It's connected to abundance. It's connected to your sense of freedom and power in your own life. And so in all of those regards, there's also an upper limit at which you start to feel resistant. Your body starts to feel contracted. It starts to feel like, like at this point, whatever that number is for you. So maybe this is 70K, maybe this is 100K, maybe this is 50K. At some point, your body's like, this is going to mean XYZ. There's some story there's some meaning that's associated with what that amount means, right? But when you shift this deeply in your body, it's like, what this actually gets to mean is it's not more pressure, it's not more force, it's not more stress. What it actually gets to mean is true wild overflow, not how it looks like, how it feels like on the inside. Where the way that I'm giving, the way that I'm showing up, the way that I'm embodying my work is so full of life and energy and the things that bring you deeper into your power, that inevitably that ripples out into the world and it reflects back into your bank account, into your cash flow, into your clients, into your offers, into your business. And this is what we're doing inside of my one-on-one container. This is what takes my clients through the multiverse. I have space right now for you inside of my one-on-one private mentorship, Wildly Overflowing Leader, if you're ready to step into this. And if you're desiring deeper, intimate, unique to your nervous system support, this is a space for you. If you want more of a group experience, I have Expand to Thrive is on the last week of our earliest bird special, 50% off our Soma Money Mini Mind, where it's 5 weeks of us diving deep into your body of work in your own nervous system as it connects to and relates to the wildest overflow that you're stepping into and rising into for 2025. So if you're someone that's like, I'm a VIP queen, I'm ready to go all in, like, let's rise, sis. I am here to radically transform and expand my relationship with money and commit to this and invest to this and make some big moves, then you're a one-on-one queen, and you can reach out to me and we can talk about how my one-on-one will support you and the best fit for you in my one-on-one private mentorship space. And for someone that's ready to take the next step and you're ready to really anchor in the wild, wealthy codes into your body, into your nervous system in the beginning of 2025 and allow that to propel you into the greatest masterpiece of what 2025 gets to be for you, then you can join us in Expand to Thrive right now. It's only $555, which is insane. $555, and it will be $1,111 when it is in full price. One-on-one, you will get some special gifts and bonuses for joining one-on-one by December. So you can DM me and get Expand to Thrive as well included in that offer. It is a multiple 5-figure investment, and you get really hands-on consistent support with me inside of one-on-one. The thing about decolonial wealth and regenerative money that I see so often with people who are high achievers and who have created so much external success and who have just blazed past so many goals and milestones in their business and in their work is that there's a point at which your ability to truly feel present with all of the success that you've created has been blocked by living in the future because it still doesn't quite feel like it's good enough right now. And so that projecting into the future, or what I like to call, one of my coaches calls it future tripping, it makes it so that your nervous system, your body right now in your current relationship to money, it hasn't settled into what wild overflow gets to feel like and look like. And it's still running in some kind of stress response or trauma response where it's like an overdrive, and where it feels like the more work that you do is the more money that you will get. And the reverse of that, which is what we dive into inside of my containers, is actually the way that you work and the more of who you truly allow yourself to become in your wild overflow, which is why it's a massive identity shift deep in your body. That is what actually allows the money to come in so much more easily than you would have ever imagined, right? This is what allows for 40K months to become 90K months, 20K months to become 70K months, 40K months to become 100K months, right? And it takes time. It's sustainable. It's regenerative. And so it's not overnight, and it absolutely can happen so quickly when you decide that you're ready to shift this on a deep cellular ancestral level where more money gets to be more ease and more pleasure and more joy, and you get to show up with that energy and allow for that to then materialize in your external reality because of the internal shift. So it's not pushing to get somewhere that you're not, it's allowing yourself to be who you truly are right now in your deepest power, and then you become a magnetic force of attraction for your wildest desires without the resistance that's pushing it away. You're actually opening up to let it in. So if you're ready for this, I'm ready for you. I'm so excited for 2025. We're rising high, rising high, rising high. And you can DM me to talk about one-on-one or Expand to Thrive.